Can we just take a second to appreciate how much more aggressive that truck looks? What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. You don't know how stoked I was to walk out this morning and see this truck in all of its much beefier glory. You know, now that it's actually like kind of up off the ground, it is just so much better looking of a truck. So my plan is to drive this thing for a couple of days and then kind of report back to you guys on, you know, how happy I am with it, any issues with the steering, fuel mileage, whatever it may be. So stay tuned for that. But today we're gonna head over to the warehouse and then we're going to essentially kind of finalize a lot of the steel today that is going on the Portal project for Sony up in Los Angeles. And then maybe we can coax Dave into doing like a live truck review on the Ford now that it's lifted, because he hasn't seen it yet either. Dave?
Shit out of me, dog.
I scared you, Dave?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I'm good. Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Good. So far, so good. Yeah, good to be seen, dog.
Hey, this looks great.
All right. I know I got it.
Oh, we got one up. Oh, you don't need me. Right? Nice work, buddy. Nice work. So today what we're working on in terms of the Portal project is, as you can see, Dave has already got one installed. All of the interfaces of the actual Portal itself are going to be faced in steel. So Dave is doing his layout over here to drill all the holes. And then of course we've got our favorite HVAC lift over here, which is what we're going to use to lift the panels in place. I mean, so much so that you can see that Dave can do it on his own when I'm not here. Works out well. So right now you see drywall screws going in as Dave just beats the metal up right there. Dave, why do we use drywall screws right now?
Because they're, well, these are thinner than what we're actually going to use.
So you don't want to screw and unscrew the same hole too many times in wood. You're going to wear it out.
You got my back on this?
Yes, I do, David. Go ahead, buddy.
Nor do we want to push our...
Yeah, just don't make the whole thing not fall over there, buddy.
We use a number 10 pan.
So these are the actual screws that are going to be used once we do the final install. Obviously right now we're doing test fitting, getting everything lined up, so that's why we opt for a little bit skinnier of a screw. That way we can put these screws in those same holes and it'll still actually bite. And we also only put a couple in just to hold the piece in place. We don't screw it off completely. And
we try not to do the corners because they're the most important,
right? Like
visually. So if you're using a wood screw that's going to go in and out, you don't want to wear out your holes. So,
I don't get it. So we've got most of the front pieces in already, as you can see. Now that it's starting to take shape, I guess it'll probably make a little bit more sense in people's minds. Obviously the little gap at the top right there, it's not fully screwed off until we show up, but Dave over here, keeping well fed, man. Let's see, I think we're on Coke number 4 today, and Reese's Sticks number 4.
2 and 1.
Okay, nah, you had one before I got here. I brought you 2 already.
What, Cokes?
Yeah.
2 already, huh? This is number 3?
Yeah. So currently the steel that's above my head, it's got a couple of drywall screws in it, so obviously, I mean, it holds, but we're going to screw it off completely when we do the final install, as well as put a couple of through bolts in it. That way, you know, we just eliminate any possibility of it ever coming down. So far we've had a lot of faith in this thing not falling over with all the weight that we're adding to it, but this big cantilever of the steel, this is the one piece that makes us a little bit nervous, being that, you know, obviously we're not attached to any walls like we're going to be once we get to the actual Sony place.
One more. I love it.
Hit it. I know, but I'm curious. I want to lower it, see what happens. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, dude, look at that. What could go wrong, dude? Now it's really starting to take shape. It is one, like sketchy looking freight elevator, I think is what I'm gonna start calling this, Dave. It's a sketchy freight elevator. So we've got these.
It's clearly a portal.
Oh, it's a portal? Sorry. Looks like a sketchy freight elevator.
What part of port don't you understand? And just to clarify, it's a portal.
A portal. So you can see the wings that we are adding on now, which are going to be this piece, and there's another side over here that's gonna come on. And these are going to get tacked on. So Dave's obviously plugging in the welder over there right now. Oh, don't fall on me, baby. Don't fall on me. To tack on both of these wings. And then in the front right here is where we've got that, what Dave calls the peacock design coming off the top. Hey, can you keep it down over there? We're trying to film. All right, Dave, let's turn on the cooler. Cooler on. Fire up the welder. Welder on. We got gas. We got gas. We got Dave. We got Dave. So the welder setup we got here is the Miller Dynasty 200.
DX.
Oh, sorry, DX. Now here's where we got one up on Eddie's welding setup. Eddie went, I mean, unless he's got one now. He went and bought the foot pedal. But he bought the wired foot pedal. And I tried to tell him there's a wireless foot pedal.
Here's the deal. You got enough wires? Yeah, more than enough. Right here. We don't need also the foot pedal.
No, the wireless foot pedal is the absolute way to go. Where is it?
It's in that corner.
Oh. I mean, we've been on a job where we, that little piece on the end, the wireless receiver coming out of the welder, broke off. And this wireless upgrade is what, like 1,200 bucks? So we ended up having to buy a whole new, like same day, like screw it, we need it. Buy the whole freaking new setup again. That's how important the wireless pedal is. And it's nice because in situations like this, like you can just set it on a ladder while you're on the other ladder and use it, or like your good buddy Rhino could be your controller for you.
It is also good.
You know, I mean, it works out well to have the wireless setup there. Technique while Dave's up on the ladder, you'll kind of see a little taste of how he calls out the percentage that he wants me to do on the pedal, and then he does have to balance up there. Cool. Big. Big. All right, so we've got this last piece on. Now we're going to start piecing together the weird peacock hood up top. We only tacked a couple welds on here, that way we can still tweak it to make sure all the pieces can line up, because it's 3 pieces overhead and like a weird angle and orientation, so it should be fun.
I was unaware we were filming.
Go ahead. Alright. Let's see. Well, we got our new piece. Shh, Dave, can you keep it down, the neighbors?
Make it noise!
Keep it down. We got the new piece cut. Dave's gonna grind the edges out. Fitting? 55.
Oh shit. We're gonna watch Rhino weld now.
Hey Rhino, how come Dave's the only one doing the welding?
And a lot of people don't know this. Oh, Rhino, the reason me and Rhino work together is because Rhino is good at shit.
Hold on, don't tell him I'm good at welding yet, because I don't know.
Well, it has been.
It's been about probably 2 years since I've welded. And I don't particularly enjoy somebody else running the pedal for me. Like, in fact, I hate it.
Like, you're welcome to Tony Pena.
I probably could, hold on. Yeah, dude.
For those of you younger than 48, Tony Pena's a catcher for Pittsburgh Pirates in like 1985.
So apparently this is how he always stood, or did
yeah. Here.
Here we go, David.
How we do, Doc? How we do?
I think it turned out pretty good.
Man, those dimes are hot!
So, the reason Dave's doing most of it, I haven't welded in like 2 years. So, if we go to, you guys remember the yacht club project we were doing? A lot of that railing system was all welded by yours truly. So, you know, I just gotta get back in it. Yeah. Get back under the hood. Well, and just like that, guys, all the welding is done. We put a couple tack welds right here that we're gonna cut off right now because obviously this thing needs to come apart to be able to ship it up to LA so we can install it up there. So we've made it to where these two pieces are one panel. That'll get sent off. This top piece is 3 panels. And then that's gonna come off, and then this side will be 2 panels as well. So we're gonna have a couple of awkward little panels to move, but I think we're getting a big enough box truck to where it shouldn't be too big a deal to where we can not have to stack them so they don't get bent off of that angle, because that angle is very important. So while I'm cleaning up the shop here with the perfect shop cleaning assistant, Dave's using some acetone to get all of the markings that we made on the steel off. And for those of you wondering what the finish of the steel is, you're looking at it, but we're actually going to go through and wax it. I don't know if I have a piece over here that I did. No, I think we moved that piece. Oh, right here. So if you look on this piece, like this corner just has like an automotive wax on it. That's pretty much what it calls out for to finish the entire piece. It's gonna be inside, so obviously rust isn't like a huge concern, and then you just put a nice big coat of wax on it and it retains that look and feel of bare metal, but actually has some properties of holding up for a while. So we're gonna send some pictures to the client right now, and they have, I don't know if you guys remember from the SketchUp design that we saw, it had a dude standing in it with a backpack, so we're gonna replicate that. That's the level of detail we go. Well, that guy's got more of a satchel, but I think we can replicate it. He's got a jacket in his hand. All right, yeah. We got this, dude.
I'm telling you.
Such a rough director, bro. Look, I'm trying to mimic the picture exactly.
I know, and it's about the way that it looks.
You're taking the picture from the wrong side. You need to be over there.
No.
Yeah. No. Yep.
Look all like, yeah, there you go. I see it.
I'm here to get my camera repaired. And now that we are all cleaned up, here is a quick overall view of what she looks like. Obviously, this gap right here is where the wall is going to be. It separates the 2 rooms. Coming around on this side, there's a Dave right there in the middle. And she is pretty much complete other than the coat of wax. And then we'll start disassembling it and getting it in the truck. Now, I wanted to have Dave do a live truck review of my truck today, but obviously it's dark outside right now and I don't want to pull it in. Dave, don't go look at it. All right, don't look at it. Dave has not seen the truck yet, so maybe we'll save that for tomorrow. We just got so tied up in building this today, and now it's dark, so obviously no fun reviewing. Did you seriously finish that case of Coke already, dude?
Well, I was gonna ask.
Yeah, you can have the last Coke. You've had all the Cokes in the that did not last long. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now, that way you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best.
Roll the outro!
Damn. Yeah.